integrity over everything. Service before self. Excellence everywhere. You get to choose what you're going to be an overbeliever in. All right, here we go. I got 2 words for you today, 2 words. Here they are. Good, 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 good. Friends, I want to ask you, when adversity comes, difficulty presents itself. You didn't go looking for it, but it comes and finds you. When adversity comes, how do you talk to yourself? What is it that you say to you in the face of adversity? Maybe you can remember back to when the pandemic first hit and there was the lockdown and we didn't know if it'd be 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 10 weeks, a year. We didn't know what was the language you used in talking to yourself. Or maybe when injury found its way into you and you pulled a hammy and you were going to be out for a few weeks. Maybe when class, chemistry, all of a sudden is just a mountain of a challenge. How do you talk to yourself about the adversity that you're facing and about your ability to attack that adversity? Friends, if you're anything like me, that there are moments where you're going to find yourself in the face of adversity saying, yo, this is bad. Like, yo, this circumstance is no good. It is so big. It is so hard. It is so undefeatable. It's as if the world is conspiring to work against me. Have you ever felt that way? Where it seemed like no matter what you did, it was never good enough and everything was always going to be against you. You go, yo, this is bad. And then the badness of the circumstance around you gets you talking negative to yourself and talking down to yourself. Such you start saying, man, you don't have what it takes. Man, you can't do this. What made you think that you could be the first in your family to do this? Why on earth did you think that you could get recruited? Don't you know where you come from? Listen, people are going to find out the truth about you. And when they do, you're going to get exposed as a fraud. And the circumstance is so bad that the way that we begin to see ourselves is as nothing more than bad. And the situation gets bad. Have you ever been there? Friends, I know that I have. I've been there recently. Because you see, seeing adversity and looking at the circumstances happening around us and doubting our ability from within us, that does not mean that you're a broken or bad or negative person. It means that you're human. Because part of the human experience is to see adversity and to doubt the ability to overcome and to doubt our abilities from within. But the power of changing your mindset, the power of being in athletics is that we get surrounded by people who see the best in us. We are surrounded by we live in a context in which adversity and competition is exactly the order of the day. We go out and we compete for fun. We create adversity so that we can grow and get better, so that when we step on the field, that adversity doesn't knock us down, but it lifts us up. We find ourselves making a shift from seeing the circumstances and ourselves as bad to becoming good. Now, make no mistake, when injury comes, when the pandemic came, listen, those things are not good. And it is okay to be sad. And it's okay to be frustrated. And it's okay to wish that those things weren't happening. But at some point, when we can't change the circumstance around us, we have to make the choice to take charge and say, this is no longer bad happening to me. I'm going to choose to see this as good happening for me. And in so doing, we change the power dynamic of the circumstance. And when we can get to a place where I see the circumstances around me, the adversity, the situations I didn't choose as good things that are happening so that I can learn through them to become that which I can become, then all of a sudden we can look in the mirror and go, listen, there's an opportunity right here. Good. Are you willing to take it? Do you believe you have what it takes to seize this opportunity? And that's a choice that you make, and nobody else can make that choice for you. But when you make that choice, all of a sudden you go from being bad to good. Good, there's adversity because I'm good enough to go and tackle it. Good, there's adversity because I have lessons that I want to learn, that I might become better and grow better for my teammates, better for my goals, better for myself. Good, good, there's adversity. And this mindset shift, it's one that the first time you do it is going to be really hard. But it's like going to be stepping up like a baby colt being born, standing up on shaky legs, not quite sure what you're dealing with. But once you begin to get some reps at it, once you begin to start to make that shift in the classroom, you step into chemistry instead of going, man, this class is bad. It's hard, I'm dumb, this is no good. And you step in there and go, good, I get to go to the hardest class in first period. I'm gonna get the hardest class of the day done with first period. And you know what? I'm gonna learn some stuff in chemistry today because you know what? I am worth learning chemistry. All of a sudden, you make that shift in first period. And then when a situation comes where maybe there's some conflict between friends, guess what? You go from this is bad, blowing it up out of proportion to going, you know what, this is good, because now I get to practice patience. Now I get to practice kindness. Now I get to practice honor. Now I get to practice respect. All of the things that I say I'm about, now I get to go live them. Good, I'm in this spot. And the more that you do it, the quicker this shift begins to happen and the more powerful you become. Because the more you begin to take control of your circumstances instead of letting your circumstances take control of you. And here's what I want you to see. When you begin to make this shift from bad to good in the classroom, in the hallway, and in life, all of a sudden it propels you. It gives you permission to make that choice in athletics. And so then it won't matter if you're favored by 100 or you're an underdog. Because when you step on the field, you recognize that the stat sheets and the people in the stands and the magazines, they do not determine the outcome of a game. They're favored by 50? Good. Let them be favored by 50. Because when I come out here and I do what I do and our team does what we do and we blow them out of the water, then they're going to sit and go, man, who are these people? They're going to recognize and know. Good when you're favored by 100. Good, because you're not playing against another team's standard. You're playing against yours. And so every opportunity to step on the field is an opportunity to become your best. Here's what I need you to see, is that life is not for or against you until you choose. The circumstances around you are not for you or against you until you choose to make them that. And you can choose to say, this is bad. The circumstance is too big and I don't have what it takes. Or you could choose to say, good. There's something in this. I wouldn't have chosen it, but there's something in this for me to learn and I have what it takes to learn and I'm gonna go learn it so that I can become my best, so I can then give more to everyone around me and help them be their best. Listen, it won't be easy. Adversity, by definition, is difficult, and that's good, because you can learn from it, because you have what it takes. When you make that choice, you become unstoppable. So listen to me, friends. I don't know your goals or dreams, big or small, short-term or long, but I do know this, that if you want to find success in the game of sports, in the game of life, it's not complicated. It's as simple as 2 words. You got to see it as good. Let's have a good one today.